So, friends, today is Sunday, and we are here again on the discussions of comfort zone and confidence in the channel Share and Learn by Vikas. Uh, when you like the contents of this channel, please share it with your family, friends, near and dear ones, as well as your colleagues, and do subscribe this channel for a future viewing. So, basis on the feedback from many of you, I've added one section into our discussions is the power punch. So let's look at what it brings in for all of us. So to bring a positivity in our actions and just to give a self confidence when we are having a self talk to us, uh, one word which has been identified is yet, Y-E-T, yet. So add yet, and you will be able to increase, or we will be able to increase the positivity, as well as we will be able to give a confidence to ourselves. Yes, these things can be done. Just an example, what we have brought on the table for discussion is, say if I'm thinking and I'm just talking to self that I'm not good at managing time. This is a deadlock statement, is a closed statement. Yes, I am giving a statement to myself that I'm not good at managing time. And if we add yet at the end of it and just pronounce it for ourselves, I am not good at managing time yet. That gives an open to us, open arena to us that till today I am not good at managing time, but to increase our self confidence and to bring in the positivity and to see that in future I will be able to manage my time. So yet is such an important word which if added into our self talks, it increases and boosts our self confidence. So let's get started with the subject today for discussions. I'm reading one statement which I've just found it out for all of us. Those who take more risks are satisfied. I think largely the answer will be no, because this statement says that if we are taking risks, how we can be satisfied? Just change the sentence to those who unleash more opportunities are contented. Yes, here is a little more better buy-in as compared to the earlier sentence, which means that if we take the things for us in a very positive words, the acceptance of those statements, the understanding of those statements are much more clearer to us. But would like to say that risk is a very important feature if we have to be more confident and if we have to uh, look at that how we are moving forwards in our projects, because without risk there is nothing available, and without risk it is hard to stretch ourselves, it is hard to innovate new things, and it is also hard to experiment. Risk has a potential downside, but at the same time it has also an upsides too. So before jumping on to the solution, let us look at one more part in our next slide for risk. So this is for everyone, including me. Just taking risk for the sake of taking risk will not live up to our confidence. So first of all, what we have to do is that we have to understand the risk. We have to measure the risk in our project. And then we have to move forward with the solutions of those risks which are identified and the solutions which we have to take to control that risk. So before we again move on to understand the risk, the discussion's topic today is that we have to move out of our comfort zone and involve ourselves into the success of our projects. And in between comes the risk taking ability. So coming out of comfort zone, taking a risk, and then succeeding in our projects. That is basically the thought around of today's discussion. So first question which we have to ask to ourselves, if we have to understand risk or a measure risk, is there a roundabout chance of success? If the answer is yes, then what are the mistakes which we should not repeat? And identifying those mistakes, we need to reach out to our confidence seekers. So we have discussed somewhere in the last session, in the session networking and confidence. So reach out to that video and try to see and understand, if you have not seen it, that who are those three types of confidence seekers, where we have to reach out and then we have to take a measurable risk into our projects. The second question which we have to ask to ourselves when we have to measure that risk or understand that risk is, could it have a devastating results? Will it destroy my reputation? I'm taking a very extreme case. And usually what happens, that let's discuss the worst case scenario also. So in that case, if our answer is completely yes, then don't take that risk. Forget that risk. You are not taking risk just for a sake of taking risk. You are trying to succeed by taking risk and coming out of our comfort zone. If the answer is no, continue with it. Plan your smart risks. So now once we are understanding and measuring the risks, what we are trying to do exactly is that we are planning to come out of our comfort zone, and to succeed we have to take some actions, we have to utilize our resources, as well as we have to um, take those risks. So what will make us feel comfortable? Which are those resources which we should utilize? Which are those actions which we should take, which will help us to minimize the risk and help us to moving out of our comfort zone and achieving our objectives or stretch objectives. So the biggest risk is said that not taking any risk, and learning comes only if we take risks. So open up your comfort zone, calculate your risk, understand your risk, measure your risk, because some opportunities only come once. So I have just quoted one line from where I was reading. So confidence leadership is not reserved with the highest ranked executives. Regardless of your rank, you can exhibit self-confidence. So next discussions on Sunday will be focused on self-confidence and leadership. Let me bring some inputs for all of us next Sunday. Thank you for watching today's session, and I request you to subscribe if you have liked this channel contents.